If you are noticing your child struggle with reading because of dyslexia or other language-based learning differences, be reassured that it's not a problem with intelligence. Here to tell me about a program that helps students overcome many of these issues through their Crosswalk program are Kit Perlman and Patrice Sanders from North Cross School. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. All right, Kit, let's start with you. Tell me about the Crosswalk program. What's it all about?
The Crosswalk program is a program at North Cross School designed for students with diagnosed language-based learning disabilities. It is a program that uses the Orton-Gillingham approach to teach students how to read, write, and spell, and we work with students from kindergarten all the way through 10th grade this year.
Okay.
But it's not just a reading program. What we know about our students is that they often come to us and need help with organizational skills as well. So we work on executive functioning skills, and we also recognize that when students come to us that there is a social emotional component to having a learning disability, and we hope that through our intervention, when they leave us, they will be self-aware and self-confident readers.
Okay, so what are some of the signs that a parent may see in their child that maybe alerts that parent that maybe there's an issue?
So a child might notice that their early school years, their child is struggling with keeping up with their peers in reading, that they're having difficulty spelling, that they don't remember letter names and number names, they don't remember the letter sounds, they have trouble sounding out words, and they may think back to when their child was a little bit younger, that they struggled with nursery rhymes or playing rhyming games. And that might be a prompt to go ahead and talk to your child's teacher and get more information about what's going on.
Okay, what age should we maybe know that, okay, they're not learning these things and they should?
Well, there are red flags as early as kindergarten.
Really?
Or before. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're seeing that your child is not able to keep up with what you see their peers doing or what older siblings did at that age, that might be a red flag for you to go and speak with the teacher and get more information.
Yeah, and there are also some other things that parents might notice at home. You know, maybe maybe they don't have a comparison piece, so they can't compare their child to others, but they notice that their eager kindergartner is no longer so eager to go to school.
Okay.
Or they get to first grade and they're no longer interested in reading. And that to us is a red flag, because when a student starts to lose their enthusiasm for learning, we really pay attention to that.
Okay, we don't have much time left, but let's talk about the Crosswalk program. How do you deal with these issues?
We use an approach called Orton-Gillingham. It is a very systematic, multi-sensory, structured approach to directly address students' needs, meeting them exactly where they are, and it's built on their success.
Interesting. Okay, now what about the older student? There are red flags for the older student?
There are. These kids have been in school for a while, so they've developed some strategies to cover for themselves. They often lack a lot of confidence and they avoid reading. You might notice an unusually long amount of time that a child's taking to do reading and writing tasks. When they're reading out loud, they might be omitting or substituting or inserting words. They have trouble sounding out words that they're not familiar with. You might notice in their written expression that words that you think are very simple to spell, they're misspelling, and often misspelling them multiple ways, multiple times.
Okay.
And also, because of all of this, they often have trouble summarizing what they've read. And then again, of course, the avoidance behaviors and a lack of self-confidence, and we're very sensitive to that.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we're out of time, but we do want to let people know that it's northcross.org/crosswalk for more information. Ladies, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.